Stephen, you told me a 100-person company can go from $4 million in profit to $10.5 million without some moonshot AI strategy. That sounds like a pitch.
It sounds like one. It's actually just math, and the companies that ignore the math are going to lose to the ones that don't.
Okay, so everyone right now is asking, how much AI should we buy? You're saying that's the wrong question.
Completely wrong. Tools are never the story. I've spent 25 years in enterprise IT. The value never came from the tool. It came from redesigning how the work actually moves through the business. The better question is, what happens to revenue, labor cost, margin, and capacity when you combine AI with automation, robotics, and offshoring responsibly?
That's the ARO part.
That's the ARO, automation, robotics, and offshoring, with AI running through all of it.
So walk me through this company. You built a real model, not a fantasy one.
Right. Healthy company, 100 employees, $40 million revenue, 10% net margin, so $4 million in profit, not distressed, successful, with room to modernize.
And the AI optimist says, make everyone 25% more productive, you make 25% more money.
And that's the fantasy I refuse to model. Capacity isn't sales. Just because your team can do more doesn't mean customers buy more. So I assume only about a third to half of that new capacity actually converts to revenue. That takes you from $40 million to maybe $44 million. Real, but not magic.
So where does the jump to $10.5 million come from?
The operating model. Automation takes out the repetitive digital work. Robotics, where there's physical work. Offshoring for the work that makes sense to move. Roughly 10% of roles reduced through automation, about 3% through robotics. Around 20% of appropriate work moved offshore. 25% productivity lift, and about $1 million invested in doing it properly.
That's not the scary fire everyone version.
No, the biggest opportunity was never replacing people. It's making every remaining employee dramatically more valuable.
So the number.
In that moderate model, net income goes from about $4 million to $10.5 million. Margin goes from 10% to nearly 24%. The company earns more than 2.5 times its original profit, not because it bought one AI tool, but because it redesigned how work gets done.
And here's where I push back. Every executive watching thinks, sure, on paper.
Good. They should be skeptical. That's exactly why I don't start with tools. I start by modeling revenue per employee, mapping the repetitive work, and separating work by judgment, location, and whether it's physical. If you don't know where value is created in your business, you'll put AI in the wrong place and get nothing.
So for the person watching who wants to know if this applies to them,
find out where you actually stand. We run a free 30-minute AI readiness and IT spend audit. We map your operating model and show you where you're leaking margin. No pitch, just the audit. It's at sovereign.solutions.
Stephen, as always, the math doesn't lie.
The math never lies. The next decade won't reward the most AI subscriptions. It'll reward the companies that fix their operating model first.